Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lee. They'll get him on the ground. The 46, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
On first down, it's Baxter again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step #1. It was priority.
He's taking the shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. Here's a heat. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Austin Simmons, the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the red zone, it's Roberts. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moving out to the right. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. A run for the quarterback. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that one's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Baxter. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off for Baxter. Could be an alley. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Simmons finds his big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Stepping to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be third and long. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. Got him downfield. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the run.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kentucky going quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on.
There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! Great job by the back on the option.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 24 team, the Liberty Flames. And it's the Cougars with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff for Baxter. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call, going deep.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
They're setting up the screen. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Roberts. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead's extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to...
Got a little grass. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one. And numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Bring in the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Shoots it to the left. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy, flying around, being physical, everybody getting to the football, and now for...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Again, it's Simmons. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some...
Makes the catch, and he's free.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Here's a little room there. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The play action fake. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go back to C.J. Baxter. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. Touchdown, Wildcats. Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Makes the grab. It's Lee.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Making side adjustments here. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. Got his man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Roberts.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throwing Simmons. Good timing on the quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kentucky going quickly. Baxter again. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wildcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Hand off for Baxter. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this is one of those plays late in the game. If it works, everybody's jacked, but if it doesn't, everybody's complaining. You run that draw play, you're down, you need a big play, and you only get a handful of yards. This offense has got to go and got to go now.
On third down, here's Baxter. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. They'll send the back in motion. Swings it out to his running back. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. They get the two-point conversion, but hold on just a second. Looks as if there is an injury on the play. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
Right down the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
shit crazy. 22 points in the fourth quarter, bro. So 22 points in the fourth. I'm not gonna lie, I thought in the first half, like, man, it was over. This shit was over. Like, I locked the fuck in. I think CJ Maxx 4 fucking touchdowns, bro. This shit crazy. That's terrible. CJ Maxx. You just still on to top it off with these two. That shit. That shit. Chris Tucker all games to win. Bro, if I don't click on and pull my user back, it gets picked off right now. That ass. Me pulling my user back to stop.